Council's Committee of the Whole wiped 6 recommendations from the core review off the table for further discussion last night. For instance, Council will not be changing the hours of bylaw enforcement, but that still leaves a number of areas for Council to consider.
3 outsourcing opportunities were on the list of 13 recommendations. One was the outsourcing of bylaw services to a third party. It was quickly quashed, but the idea of seeking out a third-party operator for the Four Seasons Pool and the Civic Centre is still up for grabs.
They're community amenities that people want to have, but we really need to explore, is there an opportunity to be subsidizing less? How can we be putting out less dollars? And with the pool and with the Civic Centre, there's an opportunity now. We've asked staff to go bring back, tell us what that would look like. How would we implement a contracting out opportunity around those 2 venues?
It wasn't a unanimous decision of the committee. 4 councillors voted against sending the recommendations any further, including Councillor Frank Everett.
The reason we got a civic center is because previous councils before went through a lot of aggravation to go to the citizens of Prince George, and that's what they said they wanted, was a civic center. You recall that we had Discovery Place before that, and then we got to the civic center, and then we listed a whole bunch of projects that we wanted to have in our community in order to attract people.
Of comparable communities, Nanaimo is the only city to have a municipally run convention centre. However, the Civic Centre is also one of the leading performers, though it operates at a loss on average of $500,000 a year. As for the Four Seasons Pool, it too runs at a deficit of $500,000 per year. Everett says he has a far greater appetite to sell Pine Valley Golf Course lands and other property assets the city owns than facilities.
That is something that there's nothing built on. We don't have an entity where people are used to using that facility, and it brings business to our communities, which has mega dollars for our hotels, our businesses. That's all part of the infrastructure that's necessary to keep moving.
That was the prevailing attitude around Chambers.
It doesn't make any money. It's certainly a prime piece of real estate with a considerable capital cost coming up in 2015. About $1.3 million is going to need to be spent if we want to keep it running. And there just isn't enough use of it to validate that. We've got an opportunity to sell the land, take the profit from that, and do something else with it for the community that would be of benefit.
The sale of the land alone could generate between $10 and $17 million. That estimate does not include potential property taxes generated from development, something staff has been tasked with reviewing. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.